Hi guys, welcome to this quick review about this portable 500 watt wall plug heater. I've just bought this couple of days ago and this is my experience. There are some good things and some not so good things, so I'm going to show you everything. We get this in this box. This is how it is. It is not super small but also not super large. It definitely fits easily for a wall plug. You can see that here, US wall plug. The thing which I'm not so happy about is this part here, because first thing, it is a little bit a bump which is actually designed, I think this is for German recessed outlets that would perfectly fit, so the wall would be here then it would have a perfect hold. So for the US we don't have these recessed plugs, so it will be more like that. And you can see, especially with this two-prong plug here instead of a three-prong, yeah, it doesn't have a super good hold. You can see, depending on the plug which you're using, it's a little bit a weak connection, and then it can drop down like this. What I have done, I have found a solution for me in the meantime. What I'm using is I have a double outlet, and underneath I'm using this night light here, and on top I'm using this one. Yeah, the outlet which I'm using is a little bit larger, but pretty much that's how it works now in my bathroom. And you can see, yeah, at least for the moment I'm good with that. It's not a perfect solution, it's a compromise, but it definitely works. It gives some stabilization. So if you have something like that, by the way, this night light you can also buy on Amazon, and it's a really good one. I can highly recommend this. So this style, it works, and the risk that it drops down is not so large anymore. I've been talking to the seller and they promised they'll work on the plug, so if you buy this a little bit later, maybe you can get this with a three-prong and without this large bump, and then actually it would be perfect, because for me it has been working really good. Yeah, plug this in again so I can show you how this works. When we plug it in, we can see this here. We can turn it on here, or with the remote control. Remote control also works really good. It has all the functions which we have here, like turn on and off, the timer, temperature up, temperature down, plus the speed. The speed you can't regulate, at least I haven't found anything. There's something which indicates that we can push both buttons same time to regulate the fan. For me it hasn't been working, only with the remote control, but I leave it on the highest setting anyway, because this is absolutely perfect. And regarding the heat, I can tell you, I mean, I have seen a lot of reviews from similar products, and most of the people have been complaining about that there's not enough heat. Of course, this is just a 500 watts device, and I've tested this with a power meter, and at the beginning it shows about 650 watts starting power consumption, and over time it goes about down to about 410 watts, so you don't have the 500 watts heating the whole time, but I would say maybe around 400 watts, but that's still a lot. I can tell you this thing gets extremely hot. I'm going to show you that now. Here the temperature shows 30 degrees. You can't change that to Fahrenheit, but for me it's no problem anyway. I'm used to Celsius. Then you can decrease and increase, and it will either heat or not doing anything depending on the setting what you have. And I turn this down to below room temperature, then it stops heating. That's really good. I think there's also a limitation regarding some time, that it would stop like after 12 hours. Can't remember anymore. By the way, you have this timer here that's easy to set up to 12 hours, and then it will count down to 0 and then stop. That's also helpful, so it's pretty safe. It has also some overheating function, and at the end, I mean, you can see now it's still super hot. This is crazy how hot this is, and this metal grid gets super hot. Don't touch this thing here. It is really heating up a lot. I can tell you this is definitely not something which is not heating. I mean, it's not comparable to like a 2000 watts space heater. That's a different thing. I mean, it's a much higher price and it's also larger, but for this size and this wattage, I would say this is as good as it gets. So definitely regarding heating, it has a lot of power. I mean, you cannot heat up a large living room or so, but for a small bathroom or small bedroom or small office or so, this can definitely heat up the whole thing really nicely. What happens when we stop this thing, you can see there's also countdown counting back from 60 seconds to give enough time to cool. So maybe after about 30 seconds or so it has cooled down enough so you can touch it more or less everywhere, but it will go down to 0. So apart from the plug, everything is working really good. I think it's hard to find something like that which comes at such a low price and still heating up really nicely. So you can buy it directly here from Amazon, and I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.